For N7 Day, we got a very brief and kind of vague Mass Effect TV series update. This is IGN, but you can click the blog post. It's the same thing. It's only like a paragraph. And pretty much just saying things are going well and that they've decided to have the Mass Effect TV show take place after the original trilogy. They didn't say how far in the future or anything like that. The implied justification they're giving is that they don't want to just redo the game story and that because it's an RPG, that Commander Shepard's story is your story, so they don't want to canonize decisions. And this does not make me hopeful personally. Amazon is very hit and miss with adaptations. You've had Reacher and The Terminal List, which were pretty well received. Fallout was pretty well received, even though I didn't think it was good. I'm curious to see if that positive reception continues as the series goes on. I'm suspecting not. But then you've also had Rings of Power. You've obviously had things like Wheel of Time, which was a disaster. So they're really all over the place with their adaptations. Is there a chance that this show could be good? Of course, but I'm not very hopeful. My suspicion is it's going to be just generic sci-fi series that they already had a script for that they liked, or that someone who they wanted to give a project to liked, or whatever the case may be, and they just use an IP as a vessel, like Halo, where the only thing that they take are kind of some of the names and aesthetics. And we're going to get just kind of a generic space show, except there'll be maybe a couple Krogan and Turians and things that the Mass Effect fans will recognize. But I don't expect them to be characterized in a way that's really reflective of the series. Like, yeah, you can do some kind of post-trilogy conflict or rebuilding scenario. I mean, it's a literal galaxy, so the possibilities are endless, but it's really hard to imagine a Mass Effect story feeling like it captures the essence of Mass Effect when you already have resolved things like the Krogan genophage, like the Geth-Quarian conflict. All these things with humanity's very fast up and coming within the bigger universe. You have all the dynamics with the council races and the vying for power, the limited resources. Mass Effect has choices as a matter of game dynamics, but it's a pretty linear story. And from Mass Effect 1 to 3, the story feels like it's told. They're going to have to canonize some kind of ending anyway to give us a status of the universe. I don't think there's anything wrong with them saying, look, we're going to tell the story in TV format as best we can. You guys can still enjoy your playthroughs and have your own Shepards and make your own choices, but we want to make a good show that encapsulates what Mass Effect is. And Commander Shepard is Mass Effect. I mean, if they really want to try to placate the fans somehow, they could either, one, just pull the data from choices made and incorporate those decisions into the show. They could say, look, we're going to make him Paragon, and those are the choices he's going to make, and that's it. They could say, we're going to make choices that we think will be best for dramatic television. They could have all the players vote on it if they want to. But I think not following the trilogy story, and especially to start out with a new audience, is a massive mistake. We already saw this with Halo. I mean, you can still find the bots and losers coping on the Halo TV subreddit about how it's actually better than the games and whatever other nonsense. But the reason you adapt a popular story from a popular IP is because it's popular with the crowd that has been exposed to it. Like, fans like Mass Effect because of the story and the characters and the world. It's damn sure not because the gameplay in Mass Effect 1. I don't understand this misconception that continues to get shows butchered, where they pretend like the video game audience doesn't also like TV and movies. The video game audience love the story, just tell the story. Obviously, you can't just do a one-to-one because you don't want a TV show that's 90% mowing down red shirts. But the core of the Mass Effect story and the world building and getting introduced to many people's favorite characters in the first game, between Rex, Garrus, Tali, I would wager Saren is many people's favorite antagonist. It's damn sure not Kai Lang. But getting everyone just thrown into this really cool world and pretty unique story that's very deep, to me, it just seems like easy money, easy viewership. And instead, we're probably going to get some original character from some story that they want to tell. And they'll do a little nod to Liara because she has 900 years left of her life and the shields will eat it up. And then it's going to fall by the wayside. I'm imagining this is going to be a very expensive show. Even if it's good, do the fans of the games really care if it's good, if it doesn't reflect the games and feel like the games? Or are they just going to watch one of their favorite trilogies be used by Amazon to make a quick buck and get a show that pops into the Nielsen ratings? I'm not going to keep going. I thought the news was really disappointing. Reception online seems to be kind of mixed. But I'll be honest, I think a lot of that is cope. If they had come out and announced we're going to have Henry Cavill as Commander Shepard and follow the story from the games, obviously you can't do all the side quests, blah, blah, blah. The fans would have been fucking jacking off in celebration. So to me, them saying, well, it'll be in the Mass Effect universe vaguely, and that's all the details, it's just hard to be excited. I'll leave it there for this one. If you have thoughts on the Mass Effect TV show, let me know what you think. Try to respond to comments that aren't just insults. Like and subscribe and all that shit. Thanks. See ya.